minutes on the air.
Okay. Let him finish talking.
I need this paper for us at times.
That's handy. Handy jacket, Sheriff. If you can button that middle button to hide all those stars.
Got it.
Okay, he'll go over everything with you on and answer questions at the end, okay?
Am I good right here?
You're
All
gonna be live, Sheriff.
Okay.
Yeah, if you don't mind doing a little check for me.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
You guys ready? Yep. We're ready. Okay, we're ready, Sheriff.
All right. Unfortunately, we have a sad situation here today at Rural King here in the Halls community. Around 10:38 this morning, our dispatch received a call of a possible shooting with a victim. Our officers arrived, our patrol officers arrived at around 10:42, was able to find a victim around the back of the store. What we've learned so far is that the victim approached an individual who was shoplifting some ammo and some other items, and they went out back and got into a scuffle, and the suspect shot the victim. At this time, the victim is deceased. Our detectives and our patrol officers are still out trying to get evidence from all of the stores here locally, looking at their cameras and getting all the information that we can. And right now, that's where we're at. We're still canvassing the area. We'll continue to do so until we have nothing else to go on, and we'll continue to go on from there. But with that in mind, I'll entertain any questions that you have.
Were there any arrests made yet for a suspect?
No, we do not have a suspect in custody right yet.
Was there? Do you know the identity of the victim? Can you identify the age?
Well, I'm not going to identify him. They're still contacting the rest of the family. We do have part of the family that is here and talking with them, but as soon as they can get the rest of the family notified, I'm not going to hold off on giving the victim's name.
Can you say the age or the sex or anything like that?
It's a white male, an approximate age around 23.
And was he an employee here?
He is an employee of Rural King, yes. And I will add to this, our hearts are going out to the family, obviously, of the victim, and to the Rural King family. They've been very, very helpful in getting us information as well. And so, again, as I mentioned, not only video, but we had a couple of witnesses that saw it as well. So, putting all that together right now is what we're working on.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
I don't know that.
Type of weapon?
Don't know that either right now. Small caliber weapon.
It sounds like he was just doing his job, right? He saw somebody shoplifting and
He was definitely doing his job, and I think that you hear and see about employees and employers telling their employees not to go after somebody that is shoplifting because of what could happen. Yes, that's a deterrent, but there again, there's a danger involved with it anytime that you approach somebody that's doing something that they're trying not to get caught at. So you've added another factor into that, and I'm sure that he was doing what he thought he should have done, and if that's what he thought he should have been doing, then I'm going to agree with him as well.
When did the store close, the Rural King? Because I know it was open for a while.
It was open for a while because everything that happened was around back. There wasn't anything inside the store. It did not happen inside the store. Obviously, the shoplifting did, but the incident happened after they got outside.
I mean, it sounds like the victim could have, if there was somebody armed in there, that he could have actually prevented something bad from happening. I don't know. Is that a possibility?
Well, that's hindsight, if you will. Anybody can be armed, but if you're not ready for what the individual's doing, it doesn't matter if you're armed or not. If you're not prepared and expecting something to happen, unfortunately, you could become a victim as well.
Yeah, I wasn't implying he did anything wrong. I'm just
Yes.
saying,
No,
is it
no.
possible if there's somebody armed in there, he might have, by stepping in, he might have prevented something.
Very well could have, but obviously,
Yeah.
like I said, the commotion didn't go on until they went outside the door. And obviously, I'm sure if somebody inside would have seen something, they probably would have. But, we got a couple employees that were witnesses to what was going on inside. So, again, and I know where you were going at with that, but yeah, for sure.
And we saw that there was a police presence at a nearby church. Was that a lead to a suspect?
Yeah, we started getting all kinds of calls and leads as far as information coming from individuals, and we were following up on each and every one of those, and we'll continue to do so. I know we gave the description out. We've already given that out to everybody, and that may change. We'll keep an update on our website and our Facebook page. We'll keep that going. Anything else that we learn from here on out, we'll put it out there so that the public can at least keep their eyes open and be vigilant of what's going on.
And there was also the big police presence up on Norris Freeway. I guess that was related to this too?
Yes, it was. Everything that we've had up here, I think any call we've had was anywhere from the Ingles and all the way up to the Walmart up here. So we followed up on each and every one of those.
And so far, not found that.
That's correct.
Suspect.
We won't stop. I did make sure that our detectives and everybody else knows that however long it takes, we're going to continue working on it.
And you want to say again the profile of the suspect?
Description of him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give that back out. He was wearing a green hoodie, a dark gray sweatpants, blue and white tennis shoes. Those tennis shoes are like an Air Jordan type from what we could tell. A gray toboggan. He's a white male, and from what we've been able to ascertain, he's late teens, early 20s, young person. He's 5'8" to 5'10", 145 to 165 pounds. That's what we have right now, and obviously, as I was mentioning earlier, anything that we get on the videos that we're able to see, we'll get that information back out as well. Anything else? Good.
Thank you.
Gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. I'm sorry it took so long.
Oh, that's all right.
You're
Thank you.
absolutely fine.
Flash you.